We're here with Sohrab Khushrushahi. He's the founder of SoFit, one of India's leading fitness communities that offer tailored programs for lifestyle fitness goals, both online and offline. Sohrab is successfully changing the fitness and wellness mindset of thousands of people. Thank you so much for being here, Sohrab. It's great to have you today.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure being here.
So I'll just dig right into it. How
Sure.
did your journey with fitness begin in the first place?
I mean, that's a really long story, but basically, to cut the story short, I played sport professionally, well, semi-professionally in that sense, at the under 16s, the under 19s, the under 23s in Bombay. I played cricket. So fitness was just something that I kind of worked on to get better at my sport, and that kind of just flowed. Life took over after a point, and obviously the sport kind of suffered and took a backseat. But the fitness angle kind of stayed because I was just obsessed with it. So I kind of kept working on myself and working on getting myself fitter, not only for my sport but for life as well. So that's how the whole obsession with fitness kind of started way back when I was about, I don't know, maybe 12, 13 years old. So it's been a while.
Cool. And how did SoFit come into the picture?
So it's been a dream of mine, well, for a really long period of time. I was a lawyer for 15 years, and law was kind of everything I knew as far as life was concerned. But I had this passion inside to kind of do something in the fitness space. I wanted to kind of help people live a better life. I think that was the first thing that I wanted to do. And fitness was just something that I did on a daily basis. It was just life for me. It's not like I had to make an effort to stay fit. It was just part of like it was like brushing my teeth in the morning. It just became part of my routine. I was studying fitness in different ways and kind of working on myself constantly because I really never had a coach to kind of help me through it. And I just basically I think I kind of got burnt out with the law. I was done working 20-hour days, 7 days a week. So I just wanted to kind of follow my heart for once. And then that's how SoFit actually started way back in 2017. It's been about 5 years now.
Right. And the pandemic came in between, 2020 happened. And how did you sustain through that then? How was that experience for you?
I mean, the pandemic was tough on everyone. I think it was tough on most businesses and on most ventures out there. We were no different, but we kind of had an online model that we were running way before the pandemic even happened. So it was easier for us to transition from the offline to the online space. And we just took advantage of that. For us, it was about making fitness accessible. And that's why we always had an online presence. We started our first online program a year before the pandemic. So in that sense, we already knew what we were doing when the pandemic started. And it became a little easier for us to kind of make that adjustment. So that was it. People kind of have become more fitness conscious since COVID. And that's good. That's good for everybody. That's good for people's health as well. So no complaints.
Right. And what does your daily fitness regime look like?
I wish I had one fixed regime. No, I like to experiment a lot. I have goals I set for myself on a quarter to quarter basis, and I kind of try and hit those goals. I like experimenting, so I will always experiment on myself before I try something out with anyone else. So there's a lot of experimentation that goes into what I do because I kind of put that out for people once I've tried it myself and it's worked. So it's a mix of everything. I like training, so I'd go to the gym a few times, maybe 3-4 times a week. I like playing a sport, so I play a sport once a week. I love swimming and running, so that kind of helps as well. So it's a mixture of a ton of things. And for me, fitness is not about just going to a gym and training. It's about kind of doing things you love doing and moving. And that's what I kind of focus on.
Nice. And do you have any diet secrets that you follow?
I don't like the word diet, strangely enough. I just feel that people need to eat good, clean food. It's as simple as that. Let's not complicate life. Diet becomes a very negative term and a very negative spin to the entire thing. And people then kind of feel like they're being deprived of food. And the minute you feel you're deprived of food, you're going to go and eat more, right? That's just the way the human brain works and the human nature works. So I like to kind of just stay simple, keep it very, very simple. So eat good, clean, wholesome food. Stay away from the sugar, the alcohol, the basic stuff that most people know about anyway, and eat as much home food as possible. That's as simple as I can kind of make it.
Mhm, mhm. And that's the physical aspect of fitness or wellness. Mental health is just as important, as any other aspect. So, how do you take care of your mental health?
Mental health is something that people have ignored over a period of time. People still, I still feel like in India, people are not open to kind of accepting that mental health is an issue. And that's sad. That's unfortunate. I've been through my own share of mental health issues. So I know it's real. In terms of how do I deal with it, it's literally, I kind of try to do as many things that make me happy as possible. So I will train on a regular basis because training's really helped me on the mental side. And when you kind of spend 15 years as a lawyer, you have a very lonely life. You're spending late nights in office, you're alone, you're in front of a computer screen. It gets really lonely. So it was the training that kind of helped me there, and made me feel better. I also kind of try and play a sport as often as possible and do things I love doing. And as long as you kind of do that, you feel better about yourself. So there is no one answer to it. I try and eat as clean as possible. That also helps on the mental side because you're feeling better about yourself. You're feeling less lethargic if you eat good food. So it's a mixture of everything. There is no one particular answer to it.
Mhm. And if there was an essence to your wellness philosophy, what would you say is, your overall wellness philosophy in life?
I'd like to believe that I'm a proponent of movement. I don't care whether that's in a gym or that's dancing or that's Pilates or that's yoga or that's Zumba. That's up to you. Whatever kind of, for lack of a better word, floats your boat, right? I want people to have fun. I think that's important. You only stay consistent with something when you're having fun, right? You're not going to be consistent if you're kind of doing it for someone else or you're doing it just for the sake of doing it. So for me, it's consistency over everything. It's have fun with what you're doing, and make sure you kind of bring in elements of everything that you enjoy doing, and kind of bring that out, and just move every single day of your life. Make sure you move. Human beings were designed to move, and as long as you move, you'll be fine. So for me, that's as simple as I can make it as far as my own philosophy is concerned.
Right, right. All right. So my last question for you would be, what are your top three tips for anyone who's just embarking on their fitness journey?
The same thing I just said. Find things you like doing, right? It's not always about going to a gym every single day. If you like playing a sport, play sport. If you like dancing, go dance. You like doing yoga, go do yoga, right? And start small, because a lot of people have these massive lofty expectations of how they're going to transform their body in 2 months and 3 months. It doesn't happen that way. Each human body needs to be respected and needs to be cared for. You have only one body, so treat it right, and be good with it, and kind of be realistic as far as your expectations are concerned, and just kind of stay as consistent as possible. And in order to stay consistent, you're going to have fun, and that's, to me, is a very important element of training. If you're not having fun with what you're doing, you're not going to do it long enough and consistent enough to see the results you want to see.
Right, cool. So we'll do a quick rapid fire session now.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. First question, what would be your biggest strength?
My hard work.
Your biggest weakness?
My hard work.
Okay. A fitness trend you would never try?
Keto.
Okay. Um, okay. A fitness regime that you think is really underrated?
RFT. We've started that right now. We've launched that in India. I've been doing it for a while. It's been phenomenal for me, and we're hoping that people in India kind of catch on to it.
Your favorite travel destination?
Interesting. London. I'd say London.
Your favorite wellness destination?
I haven't been to one, actually. I don't go for any of these, but I love going to Mahabaleshwar and just kind of chilling. As lame as that sounds, I like the mountains. I like kind of just being free and getting in some fresh air. So I do a lot of my training when I go there with my family. So for me, that I guess I could pull that out as my wellness destination.
Okay, your favorite cheat or binge meal?
Ice cream, lots of ice cream. Bring on ice cream any day you want.
Uh, your fitness icon?
Geez, there's so many, man. There's so many. But right now it would have to be Darulk and Kelly Starrett, the two of them.
Okay. Your success mantra?
Hard work.
All right, cool. That was it.